Hello, today is Thursday, February 12th. Thank you for joining us for Up to the Minute. I'm Dr. Lana Pigao, Director of Communications for Northwest College, and here's where you can find us. We're on the Houston City College District Facebook page and YouTube. We're also on X, LinkedIn, and on HCC TV at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. Well, for Radio Talk Thursday, we are joined with Celia Riley, Station Director of Coog Radio at the University of Houston. She'll be sharing the story behind how Coog Radio was founded and how local college students built it into the thriving student-run organization it is today. So stay tuned to learn more about the journey, the impact on campus, and what it takes to run a radio station led entirely by students. But first, it's time for the latest Eagle news from across the Houston City College system, a place where we share the latest stories and events with students and faculty and support our mission for student success. If you have a story you'd like us to feature right here on Up to the Minute, we'd love to hear from you. For general inquiries or to share story ideas, you can email us at hcc.uptotheminute@hccs.edu or give us a call at 713-718-6395. Well, today we're spotlighting student success journeys in the medical field that began at HCC Coleman College as a radiology student. Quan Min Pham, an alumnus of the radiography program, shares his path to becoming a radiologic technologist at MD Anderson Cancer Center, where he contributes to the mission of saving young patients' lives. He reflects on how the institution prepared him for real-world experiences in healthcare while fostering a supportive learning environment. Throughout his career in radiology, Quan Min was recognized as a recipient of the Texas Society of Radiologic Technologists Rising Star Award for his dedication to academic excellence. He is currently working toward earning his certification through the American Registry of Radiologic Technologists. Speaking of student success, we had the incredible opportunity to interview HCC alumnus Chef Felipe Riccio, owner of 2 local restaurants in Houston. He shares how he discovered the HCC Culinary Arts program and made life-changing decisions to enroll as a student. His journey highlights the impact of a strong academic foundation and how the right educational environment can open doors to lasting success. Here's a special look into his testimony.
And I was actually introduced to the program here at Houston City College by a family friend who was one of the recruiters. Yeah, and so he said, we have an amazing program. Like, we have an amazing pastry chef who's, Eddie Van Dam. And I remember Googling Chef Eddie, and I was like, what? Like, this guy's here, like, teaching right here, like, and I remember that, and seeing his blog, which at the time was like, he was so far ahead of the curve on that. And I remember seeing his recipes and his beautiful photography. And that blew my mind, like the fact that he was teaching there. There was a lot of lessons that I took from being at HCC. If you work hard, you're going to get somewhere, right? I think it shows that it's the stepping stone, that strong, foundation, that good teachers, good facilities, the community that's embedded in the place where it's at was important. And I think it reflects in how we operate the businesses as well. We're embedded in the community, we're part of it, we engage with it. I think the biggest advice for young people that are debating going into a program or debating going into the industry for cooking or pastry is, I think, first of all, get into a job. And I know it can be difficult because you need a certain set of skills. You can start developing those at school or at home, but get working right away. Even if it's after your first semester, if you go, you go to a culinary school, start working right away. The return on investment of going into Houston City College versus a big, very expensive culinary program, the basics are still the same. The facilities are incredible. Start working right away, pay off your program, and get a good core foundation.
Now Now it's time for our Eagle recap video. We're highlighting a unique HCC art gallery exhibit called The Classroom that was open for public viewing at the Spring Branch campus. The exhibit captures a series of special moments inspired by classroom teaching and events held for art program students throughout the school year. Professor Darla Barolini, the artist behind the collection, shares insight into how the idea for creating the series first came about. Let's look at some of the highlights captured during the event.
Today we're at the Spring Branch Art Gallery at the opening of my exhibition titled The Classroom. My exhibition is a series of paintings of current and past students that I've met here at Houston City College. Some of the students are made up, some of the characters are fabricated, while others you may actually recognize, especially if you are an art major yourself. The inspiration behind my art is people and teaching. I create paintings based off of a narrative. I'm always inspired by my students' artwork. I'm actually blown away by the level of talent there is at Houston City College, actually. And my paintings are always inspired partially by their artwork, but also by their spirit and who they are in the classroom. So when I get to know a student, not always an art major, but usually an art major, and I get to know their artwork, a lot of the time as a way to honor them and their own journey as an artist, I will ask them if they would like to pose for a painting of mine. That's something that artists often do. So it's almost like a respect thing. Like you respect a student so much that you want to in turn paint them. And an art student would understand that and get to know each other through that medium. First, I think about the concept. I think about what I want to paint. For example, there's a painting of the teacher's perspective where it's the back of the head of the woman. It's not really me, it's just some sort of female figure. That one, in my head, I knew I wanted to paint the back of a female figure. So I already had that kind of in my head. So I did some sketches. So the sketches is where I started. And with all of these, I did a few sketches. However, as I'm painting, I realized, oh, I actually want to put this in there. I want to take this out, or I want to repaint this. So it changes as I go, and the painting never, ever, ever looks like the way that I had planned it ever. So it's really kind of funny. I'm really thankful for people coming out to Spring Branch Gallery and celebrating this exhibition with me. Thank you so much.
As we wrap up today's Eagle News, I'll talk with Celia Riley from Coog Radio after a quick commercial break, so stick around.
For over 50 years, HCC has been here for you. Affordable, accessible, focused on your success. This is your college, growing, evolving, expanding with you. More bachelor's degrees, stronger workforce training, online learning with global reach. A new name, the same mission, bigger vision. Houston City College, local focus, global reach. Register now at hccs.edu.
Our individual voices are powerful, but not everything has a voice. Let us be a voice to the voiceless. It's time to speak up for nature.
Poison Help is a free 24/7 hotline that answers all of your poison questions in over 100 languages.
Hello? Poison Help?
Hello? When poison happens, we're here for you. Just call Poison Help, 1-800-222-1222.
Well, welcome back. We're moving on to our Radio Talk Thursday guest, Celia Riley, Station Director at Coog Radio. Welcome to the show, Celia.
Thank you for having me.
Well, for anyone who might be hearing about Coog Radio for the first time, what is it all about and what makes it different from other campus organizations?
Of course. So Coog Radio is a student-run organization, student-run radio show at the University of Houston. We have 6 executive officers, which is station director, station engineer, programming director, marketing, and web design, as well as music director too. So each person has their own roles when it comes to the organization. We also do DJs, podcast room, and radio shows. Then we offer our services to like the university, and whoever wants to be able to take advantage of our services, for them to be able to have DJs at their events. Also be able to take advantage of our podcast room when we in our studio, and just things like that is super exciting. Honestly.
So if a student wants to have their own podcast, they can go to y'all and do the podcast room.
Yes, indeed. We have a lot of students, Cougs, taking advantage of the podcast room that we have, as well as the colleges at too. We have the Bloffer Art Museum that takes advantage of the podcast room, our counseling and psychological services, First Gen, and our hobby school as well, and just many more too. So a lot of, faculty and staff and students take advantage of our podcast.
Well, let me ask you this. Normally, the students who are running the radio station, what program do they come from? Are they in the communications program normally?
So we're under the student media, and along with that, we also work with communication majors, and media production. But Coog Radio, actually, there's a lot of people, a lot of the members in our organization, they are part of different, they have different majors like business, or they'll have majors based on Coog Radio or media in general, or just things that they like to do as far as a hobby and everything. So it's really cool to see like everyone's background when it comes to being a member of Coog Radio.
Right. Well, what does College Radio Day mean to Coog Radio, and how do you celebrate it?
It honestly, it's like a celebration. We just celebrate, just broadcasting, specifically when it comes to radio. And the last October, we were able to celebrate College Radio Day, and at the University of Houston, and we had like over 300 attendees. For them to be able to come into the event, they had to download our Coog Radio app. That way, we can bring up our analytics, and that way they can hear our music 24/7. We don't stop playing music. We're always playing shows and music throughout the days. And they were able to get our merch, our t-shirts and everything, just learn more about Coog Radio and different teams that they can be a part of when it comes to each director.
So we kind of touched on what students who are interested, what's available to host some things. What do they need to do? If they have an idea and they're like, wow, that would be a really good show or a really good podcast, well, how do they get in touch with y'all?
So you can contact us through our Coog Radio Instagram. We have our link tree in our bio, and we'll have different teams that we have available that's a part of Coog Radio. A lot of the times when it comes to radio shows, you'll contact our programming director. When it comes to DJs or wanting to like work with equipment, you'll speak to our station engineer. And we have all of those things listed on our link tree as well. So you're able to figure out which one you want to be a part of. And even if you want to be a part of 2 or 3 different teams as well. So we make it, and we also make it very comfortable for people to come to us and be like, hey, what do you want to see out of Coog Radio? That way you can benefit more from it as well.
So if a student has a great idea, they come to you all, but they've never done this before, do you all teach them how to have their own podcast or their own radio show?
Of course, yes. Our programming director, she actually is doing trainings with radio show hosts that never touched a board in their life or even, spoken to a mic before. So she actually goes through training with the radio show host, and for them to be able to, gain an understanding of what they will be, going into when it comes to having a radio show and how to work a board, how to, work the mics and everything. And when it comes to our station engineer, with our DJ team, we actually have DJ workshops every week. Yes, so people they take advantage of that, and they're able to learn how to DJ. That way, if they just want to do it as a hobby or they want to go into a career when it comes to DJing, but we definitely do things, workshops and everything when it comes to each director that we have.
Oh, that's great. So you did mention the podcast room. What's the vibe in there, and how can students book it?
So you'll actually speak to our station engineer. It's engineer@coogradio.com. That's where you can email him. And when it comes to booking the podcast room, it's pretty available, honestly. We have a whole sheet that you'll be able to fill out as far as what days you want to do it on, the timing, how long you want it to be, and the services if you want us to be able to edit the video for you, if you want to edit the video yourself. What all do you know so that we're able to help you out as much as we can.
Oh, that's great. Well, beyond just being on the air, what kind of professional opportunities does Coog Radio offer?
Awesome. Yeah. So when it comes to Coog Radio, we offer experience when it comes to media, and marketing as well. When it comes to equipment like AV work and everything, that's a lot of things that we do when it comes to Coog Radio and that they can learn from us as well. And then how to be able to be a leader and be committed and dedicated to an organization, and how you can, see yourself in the organization and become a leader when it comes to it as well.
Okay. So Coog Radio has DJ Amplify every Wednesday, the Y2K Throwback Party on March 9th, and the Frontier Fiesta Boiler Room on April 17th. This all sounds like fun. What can students expect from these events, and why should they come on out to Coog Radio?
Honestly, you're going to expect really great music. If you don't know how to dance, you're going to want to dance. Yesterday, we launched our first, we had our first Amplify event for this semester, and there was one of the members that we have. I'd never seen him dance before, but he was dancing. I was like, oh my gosh, wait, this is amazing. So you're going to want to dance when you come to our Amplify events. And honestly, it's a good vibe. Each person that you speak to when it comes to Coog Radio, we're always open. We're always, such in a good mood that you're going to want to hey, what's going on? I want to be a part of it. So honestly, you're going to expect great vibes for sure. And you're going to want to dance.
So tell us what kind of music, give us a sample of.
We actually do a lot of different genres. So we'll do throwbacks, we'll do pop, we'll do rock, we'll do R&B. We had a Latin night, and then we do so many. I can't keep up. But every week is something different, or house party music as well. I think we did that yesterday. So it's absolutely amazing. We have different genres each week.
Right. Well, for students who are thinking about getting involved but feel a little bit nervous, a little bit trepidatious, what would you say to encourage them to take the first step to Coog Radio?
Honestly, just reach out. Just DM us on Instagram or just come to our station. All of us, we're all here with just open arms. But if you just want to DM us, you can, and we'll respond immediately. Our response time is quick. So we wanted people to be involved and committed when it comes to Coog Radio, because it's such an amazing opportunity for you to learn so much when it comes to this organization. So just contact us. We're open arms, and we contact people too. So it's amazing.
Yeah, just talking to you.
Yes.
Your enthusiasm and your warmness. I wouldn't at all be unsure about contacting y'all. So looking ahead, what's your vision for the future of Coog Radio, and how can students be part of what's next?
I want Coog Radio to be, well known when it comes to University of Houston. I want people to be able to gain something from gain something from Coog Radio too, when it comes to leadership, when it comes to media. There's so much to learn from it. You can gain just at least one piece of information when it comes to Coog Radio, and that'll help you for the rest of your life when it comes to any career that you choose.
Great. Well, thank you, Celia Riley. We have your radio station's info in our post after the show. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
And coming up after a quick commercial break, I'll return with Save the Date announcements.
When you're given a childhood cancer diagnosis, hope is lacking. But coming to St. Jude, they were my foundation for getting my hope back. So we have to continue funding St. Jude, because if it weren't for the donors, my daughter may not have made it to her second birthday. Now she can show everybody else what true strength is.
Our individual voices are powerful, but not everything has a voice. Let us be a voice to the voiceless. The caretakers our home deserves. If there's one thing we've learned, it's that when we all come together, the sky is the limit. It's time to speak up for nature.
Well, welcome back. We are now going on to Save the Date announcements. The Houston West Chamber of Commerce Marketing Summit, hosted by HCC, brings together marketing professionals, students, and entrepreneurs for a day of learning and innovation. The summit features 3 focused sessions covering social media fundamentals, using artificial intelligence in marketing, and essential strategy development. Designed for those starting from scratch or looking to strengthen existing efforts, the event provides practical tools and insights that participants can put into action right away. And that is happening this Friday, February 13th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the West Houston Institute Auditorium on the A-Leaf Hayes campus. HCC Rec Sports is bringing the action with the FC26 Gaming Tournament. Join fellow students online for an epic showdown and prove you have what it takes to be a champion. You can play by joining the Discord to register, connect, and have fun while competing. And that's happening this Friday, February 13th from 8 to 10 p.m. Again, it's happening online. So for more information, the link will be in the post. And the Katy Rocketry Club is celebrating a major milestone with a level 1 launch party. The event will support new members as they attempt their high-power rocketry certification and provide an inside look at the exciting world of high-power rocketry. The launch marks an important moment for the club and offers a unique opportunity for all members to connect, learn, and celebrate the achievements of their peers. So for more information on the event and how to participate, look for the link that will be posted after our show. And HCC Student Government Association invites students to celebrate Lunar New Year by learning about the holiday's cultural significance and creating traditional paper lanterns. This year's celebration event highlights the Year of the Horse and offers an engaging hands-on experience for students to learn and connect. And that's happening next Wednesday, February 18th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the HCC Eastside campus. And it's that time of year, folks. Mardi Gras is upon us. Enjoy a family feud-inspired battle featuring students and staff, festive music and atmosphere, free food and treats, and exciting prizes. Bring your friends and celebrate Mardi Gras Central style. And that's happening Tuesday, February 17th from noon to 2 p.m. at the HCC Central campus. And coming up for Film Friday, we're featuring an HCC partner to highlight their upcoming annual film festival. The festival invites student filmmakers from across Texas to submit their projects and showcase their creativity. Thank you for joining us for Up to the Minute. We'll see you all next time.
Three.
Charlie,
you're gonna be
late.
Charlie.
Huh?
Hey.
Hey, Invisinerd. Wait!
Things are slow at work.
We can't live like this. We have to do something.
When you're given a childhood cancer diagnosis, hope is lacking. But coming to St. Jude, they were my foundation for getting my hope back. So we have to continue funding St. Jude, because if it weren't for the donors, my daughter may not have made it to her second birthday. Now she can show everybody else what true strength is.
Play Eric Amarola's Race Day Mix.
And as floodwaters continue to rise, thousands are left desolate.
Hundreds of homes have been destroyed by the wildfire.
Disasters have left many in need of emergency shelter.
You can help those impacted by disasters, big and small. Give now.
First tee was more than golf. It's where I discovered what I'm capable of.
You didn't just prepare me for 18 holes. You were preparing me for every day of my life. Learn more at firsttee.org.